Okay, so today's information is August 1st, 2024, and it's all about collapsing timelines and recognizing where our center point exists. I was doing a reading for my client, and in that experience, his guides were showing me the infinity symbol, which number 8. When you flip it on its side, you have the polarities. And what his guides were showing is that the center point, the God space, is right in the middle. And when we are in polarity, male, female, actually it would be male, female, but good, bad, whatever, then we are not in our center point. We are not anchored in truth. These are perspectives. The truth is both and neither. It's a balance. So when we are flying off into my opinion, or, feminine, into center point, into your opinion, masculine, and I'm not saying that, either, these are just polarities. So what Source showed me is this center point is right down the center of your body. And when we are in right or wrong, good or bad, my opinion, your opinion, we are not anchored in truth. We are not in our center point. Our center point is right here. And our center point recognizes the validity of both sides. That is your perspective. This is my perspective. The truth is, neither and both and all are right. Neither and both and all are wrong. So, oh gosh, who was it? There's a channel, Celestial Rainbow, and she has this video on pendulums, and she likens the human body to a pendulum. And when we go into I'm male, you're female, we're out here, I'm right, you're wrong, we're out here. And the only way to collapse timelines, past, future, is to go to the center point. I made some notes, and I'm just going to try to make this a little clearer. So for August 1st, 2024, it's all God anyway. And my glasses are really dirty. And my friend makes so much fun of these. So if you're watching, I wore these for you, Erin. It's all God anyway. And whatever you call the center point, God, yourself, me, you, Source, whatever you want to call it, it really truly doesn't matter. And I would never argue that. It doesn't matter to me what you call it. It's all the same, regardless of the name. Right in time for the 888 portal, collapsing timelines is another way of saying it is all God anyway. Things have been really esoteric, but it's not one or the other. It's not human or spirit. It's both. It's all, and it's neither. And that is what this 888 portal is all about. When you turn 8 on its side, it becomes the infinity symbol. You can visualize the 0 point, and the 0 point again is just this middle zone. And anytime you fall into either or, good or bad, right or wrong. You're not in the center point. And that's okay, because we're not supposed to be in the center point as human beings. We have perspectives for a reason. The key is balancing, remembering, anchoring in truth while you still hold your unique perspective. I don't need to put my truth onto you or onto anybody else. Equally, I don't want to invalidate my truth, because on either side, it's still source. It matters. Now, there's a whole other element to that. You don't want to hold on so tight to your truth that you don't allow for expansion, because we're always expanding. Always. Let's see, what else? Getting back into that center point allows us to hold both negative and positive. It allows us to hold all polarity, past and future. When you collapse timelines, you recognize that it's neither, it's all, and it's now. So let's see, is there anything? And it doesn't mean you drop your perspective, right? Because your perspective matters for you. If you are somebody who is very polarized, and you spend a lot of time in polarity, the imbalance is going to show up in physical form. And I'll show you why. Health, sickness. It's neither and it's both. The center point is recognizing that any time your body is showing up in dis-ease, it's because you're spending too much time out here. So you really want to balance that 0 point. If you're arguing with somebody all the time, it's because you're both out here. Collapsing timelines means that you meet in the heart space. I'm not right, you're not right. I'm not wrong, you're not wrong. This is my perspective, this is your perspective. The truth is neither and both. So I hope this makes sense. I feel like when I try to be organized, it's actually better if I just get on and just roll with it. This did also go into the lower 3 chakras, the balancing, my understanding based on what I saw. And of course, I'm not going to hang tight to this as the truth, because the truth is always expanding. And I have to allow for that. And it's better if we all do, right? So balancing those lower 3 chakras is what allows, and I don't care what you call it, I'm just referring to it as heaven on earth, as a place that you can understand what I'm saying, is what allows for heaven on earth. It's what allows for a balanced expression of our divinity here on earth. Now, with the root chakra at the base of your spine, that's all about survival. Safe, danger. The truth is your source. When you have that solid foundation that you are source energy and so is everybody else, the polarities don't matter anymore. It's really irrelevant. And then you move up to the sacral chakra, the creative chakra, life, death. The center point is that it's both, all. There's no life or death. There's no future or past. It's all now. Solar plexus, and this is one that I believe that we are really seeing on, well, probably within your own life, but then also on a grander scale in the world. It's the power center. And really, it's just power over you. That center point is just power over you. It's not victim or perpetrator. It's the recognition that both continue that cycle, the karmic cycle or the wheel. You have to believe you're a victim in order to have a perpetrator. And you have to believe that if you are a perpetrator, that you have victims. The way to collapse that is the center point. You're neither, and you're both, and you're all. So anyway, I think it's helpful to really, for me at least, I visualize the root chakra and then the center point. It's been helpful for me to look at, the foundations of my life, survival, money, food, safety, that kind of thing. And in order to balance the root chakra, you just find your beliefs and you find the center point, the truth for each of the lower chakras. And then you bring that. See, this takes time. Like when you're balancing, spend time on the root chakra, spend time on the sacral chakra, spend time on the solar plexus chakra, and look at the beliefs that you hold in each one of those areas. Look at the imbalances that you hold in your foundation, in your creativity, in your power. Look for the imbalances, look for the either or, and work to neutralize them. This is not to get rid of your perspective, because again, your perspective, my perspective, divine, they matter. But I'm not going to try to push my perspective off onto you or pull you over into my perspective any more than I'm gonna smash your perspective, because it all matters. Because the truth is, it's all God anyway. Thanks.